Hello, and welcome to the B.A.S S, Big and Small Screens. Today I'd like to talk to you about Loading Ready Run. They are an internet comedy troupe that are doing videos, and they have their own YouTube channel. They have been a group that I have been interested in and watching since the days of Unskippable back on The Escapist. That's when I first started uh, watching them and enjoying their work quite a bit. Um, I have I've definitely fell in love with quite a lot of their sketch comedies back in the day. The Daily Drop they used to do back on The Escapist, that was great fun to watch. They bought a high-speed camera and ended up filming them just dropping stuff and watching it explode. It was pretty good. Um, they started doing the Escapist News Network, uh, a fake gaming comedy news show, which kind of morphed into Feed Dump after a while, which then, after they left the Escapist, ended up morphing into Checkpoint, which they currently do. Um, they do a lot of stuff in the streaming on Twitch nowadays. They do, what is it they do there? Tap Tap Concede about Magic the Gathering. Now, I'm not someone that plays Magic the Gathering. I tried to get into it years ago, never could. Um, and yet, and yet, I find myself watching Tap Tap Concede because watching them talk about Magic is entertaining. Um, They also do a wrestling podcast. Graham Stark and Adam Levine do on that called some sort of Sidewalk Slam that I enjoy the heck out of watching. It's great fun watching those two talk about wrestling and storylines and being positive. And they do a whole lot of stuff now. They do crap shots, little short mini sketches. They've got a ton of content up on their stuff, and they're always producing more new content, interesting content, which I really like. Um, and yeah, it's quite a fun little comedy troupe that they do. I would dearly love to meet them one day. They are the reason that I started doing the Murder She Wrote rewatch podcast because I was listening to them do a Magnum PI rewatch podcast, the Magnum rewatch as they call it, um, and they ended up mentioning that there's going to be an episode later in the Magnum PI where there's going to be a crossover with Murder She Wrote. So if anybody wanted to start a Murder She Wrote rewatch podcast, you better get on that. Uh, and yeah, so I did. Not that I think they know that I'm doing it or that they would want to do an episode with me. Uh, no, I don't think that way. But I started it because I used to watch Murder She Wrote when I was younger, and when they mentioned it, I'm like, yeah, I could kind of do that. I didn't start it right away, but then one day I got it was they had all 12 seasons of it on sale on Amazon for like $60. It was like a 1 day deal, and I'm like, yeah, I'll snap it up, and I started doing it. They're the reason why I started that one, and people seem to like it, which boggles my mind. So yeah, they do a lot of cool stuff. I like watching their videos. I especially like watching Graham Stark and doing his vlogs. He has a very dry and deadpan delivery of a lot of things that appeals to my comedy senses. Um, so I like those. There's lots of cool stuff that they do, and they're Canadian, based in Vancouver, which is not that far from me. I might be visiting you guys one day. Just saying. But yeah, it's definitely kind of cool. So if you guys are looking for a new YouTube channel to check out, Loading Ready Run might be it. Although I think, given the amount of my subscribers and given the amount of their subscribers, that I think more people know about them than know about me. But regardless, that's a cool thing. And there's one more thing that I wanted to to kind of mention. They do a feed dump thing, which they basically talk about news stories. They make jokes. It's good fun. I enjoy watching it. And they always ended off saying that um, there may be better sources of news, but they don't have this hat. And they usually wear like silly hats and stuff. Um, and I like wearing hats myself, as many of you can attest to, because I've got quite a few that I cycle through on my channel. But one in particular, I've got a couple hats in particular that I I don't wear a lot. I've worn them once or twice, and I think they'll get more use out of them as props than I would. So you just wait right there. Okay, so I've gone and gotten hats, and we're going to be showing them off here just for you, because I have a feeling that they'll be showing up in an episode of the monthly mail time, because they usually show off all the things they get in the mail. So you'll probably see these hats there if you're watching. Because, oh, I got this one, which is extremely floppy. Um, it's got two different sides to it. You can flip this one inside out. This one's got like a shiny water resistant surface, and this one's all suede on the inside. So this is a like farmer hat, and it's kind of cool. I don't know why I bought it. That's one of them. The other one is this one that I got at a Ren fair, which is a super big floppy pirate hat. There's a little thing up here you can put a big feather in that's got a little slot for it, and there's a secret pocket on the inside. So this big old hat and that one, I'm going to be shipping out to the boys at Loading Ready Run. So if any of you are watching this, LRR crew, you'll be seeing these hats pretty soon. And for those of you who aren't, but who watch Loading Ready Run, you might see these hats popping up soon on one of their channel. Maybe in a month or so. It depends. So yeah. Anyways, that's going to be it for this episode of Big and Small Screens. Thank you all so much for watching. As always, if you like what I'm doing, please give that like button a tap. Give that subscribe button a tap as well if you haven't already, so you can be kept apprised of when I do new videos. And throw a comment in the comment section. What do you think of my hats? What do you think of YouTube channels in general? Do you know of any YouTube channels you think I might like to watch? Throw those comments in the comment section. I'd love to get a discussion going. And until next time, you all take care and check out Loading Ready Run. You might like them. And I'll see you next time.